With pretty much any property nowadays, there's always some sort of multiverse or crossovers going on with it. It's a win-win when you think about it. I mean, people are going to get to see their favorite characters interact with each other, and for companies, they're making much more money, baby. But one company has done possibly the most insane version of the multiverse imaginable. And no, I'm not talking about superheroes, I'm not talking about Smash Bros, I'm not talking about some anime multiverse or whatever. No. I'm talking all of those. All those combined into one, connected by one anchor that joins them all together. One company utilizing one of their assets. One simple, obvious thing joining everything together. It's all due to Epic Games and how they utilize Fortnite. Okay, I'm sure this is no surprise to most people. Fortnite has a lot of crossovers, and Fortnite also has a lot of mixed views on it. Some think it's awesome to have all these crossovers, and some really enjoy the game, while others think Fortnite is a terrible game, or they think it's just a lazy cash grab due to all the crossovers. Personally, I do like Fortnite. Honestly, I do suck at it. If you've ever seen me play it on stream, you can tell that's pretty obvious, but I do like it. And the idea of crossovers, yeah, it's pretty cool. More customization, more options for what characters you play as, stuff like that. It could be kind of useless, yeah, I know that, but hey, it's cool to have like Venom in the game, I guess. I like Venom. Venom's sweet, baby. But in all honesty, one of the main reasons that I like all these crossovers is because how batshit it becomes. And before making this video, I knew it was pretty insane, but the more I looked into it and the more I researched Fortnite, that's a sentence I never really thought I'd say, but the more I looked into it, I realized it was way crazier than I could have ever imagined. So I want to share it with everyone here. Here's a good chart, actually. Big props to Snowfoot on Twitter for making this because holy shit, this is comprehensive. And I'll link a full quality version below so you guys can look at it yourselves. And I'm sure this is always getting updated and it's pretty convoluted. I would check it out just because it's pretty interesting. This just displays a bird's eye view of how absurd some of the connections are. But what started all this and how deep does this multiversal rabbit hole go? There's only one way to find out, diving into the rabbit hole. So, funny enough, the first collab with Fortnite is another franchise known for its multiversal shenanigans, Marvel. Yeah, the game actually went pretty long without major collabs, which I was surprised to find out too. I never even realized, but that Thanos collab was actually the first time they did a major collab like this. And it wasn't when the Battle Royale first started, no, it was actually Season 4. So that was pretty deep into the game's life cycle. Well, actually, relatively speaking, no, that's not really deep into it because this game's gonna be living forever. But it was pretty long after the game dropped. I honestly thought it was a joke at first when I saw it because I was actively playing Fortnite at this time, and then I saw, yeah, Thanos was actually in the game. Obviously, this was done for Infinity War, and it's kind of strange. Thanos kept talking about creating a whole new universe, and inadvertently, he kind of did accomplish his goal. Although it wasn't in the MCU, it was somewhere else. Thanos actually started this trend of Fortnite collabing with other people. It started out pretty tame at first, but as the game went on, the collaborations got more and more insane. So in a way, Thanos' vision was realized. Now, the next few things are pretty tame. NFL outfits, meaning NFL teams were canon to Fortnite, I guess. That opens up a lot of possibilities already because this is real people that we're talking about. Does that mean like Tom Brady's canon to Fortnite? Does that also mean maybe O.J. Simpson is canon to Fortnite? Or is it just limited to like current NFL teams and players? I don't know. So following this was actually pretty tame. We got into some more Marvel crossovers and Marshmallow, I guess? And then we got some real crazy shit. John Wick, Stranger Things, Borderlands, It. Then we even got some DC crossovers, so it's already growing really quickly. Oh yeah, and then there's Star Wars in there too, so it's a pretty big multiverse at this point. Adding these franchises already expands this universe immensely. And these are still relatively tame in comparison to what comes next. Like, not to say a tie-in with DC, Star Wars, and Marvel all at the same time isn't huge, but it's just that there's crazier things come up. More real people, which is kind of weird, also kind of cool. I don't know how to feel about it, like Travis Scott. They had the virtual concerts or whatever they are. And on top of that, you could actually play as whoever's performing. So you can get a Travis Scott skin. You could play as Travis Scott and gun down Spider-Man. Or Kratos, we got a God of War thing. Ariana Grande, Halo, Street Fighter. We got Master Chief, Ryu, Chun-Li. All these different characters. While at the same time, we got some real-life people. You can now realistically create a squad of Batman, Travis Scott, Rick Sanchez, and Naruto. Oh yeah, Naruto, that was another big crossover. It's weird to think about that these crossovers are possible, but they are, I guess. And it doesn't just end there. There's also brands crossing over too. Balenciaga, Jordan's had a crossover with it. Even Ferrari had a crossover for some reason, which I actually didn't know about this one. I just learned about this one now. So Fortnite's going way beyond where anyone could have ever expected. Like a Marvel crossover, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Marvel crossover with a lot of stuff, but now it's going into real world territories. As well as some really weird crossovers with other franchises. Like, who would think of putting it and Fortnite together? And now I know, this seems like a random jumble of crossovers, which it is. But more interestingly, the ramifications of these crossovers are pretty severe. I touched upon this before with like OJ Simpson and Fortnite. All these things were actually canon to Fortnite and connected, so I guess going back to that point that I made, OJ Simpson lore is connected to Fortnite lore. Speaking of Simpson, The Simpsons, even that connects to Fortnite. And by extension, Family Guy. Now this is where we're getting to the real crazy rabbit hole. How all these franchises and all these crossovers connect to other things. With each franchise added into Fortnite, that connects more properties to each other. And the ramifications are even more weird, like we have a couple Tom Hollands in the game, we have a couple Zendayas in the game, we have 2 John Wicks, kinda. There's also Silk Sonic and Doctor Strange together. It's getting really weird. Look at what all these franchises connect to though. You can think of pretty much any 2 franchises and connect them through Fortnite somehow. Like for example, let's take Family Guy and Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild specifically. Surprisingly, these 2 are really easy to connect. Family Guy connects to Star Wars through their crossover, and of course, Star Wars connects to Fortnite through their crossover. A pretty simple connection. But there's actually rumors at the time of making this video that Peter Griffin might get into Fortnite, so we can completely remove the Star Wars thing. Family Guy connects to Fortnite right there, directly actually. And getting to Zelda isn't too hard either. For that, you just need to go to Ryu, who's also in Smash Bros. He's not just in Fortnite, he's in there, connecting Street Fighter to that. And just like that, there are basically 3 different avenues. We have a connection to Zelda because Smash Bros connects to Zelda. And not just Zelda overall, I mean Breath of the Wild specifically. Okay, well that's pretty easy. There are only a couple of leaps needed, and it was pretty obvious that those would be connected. It's a pretty easy connection to make. But we can go even crazier. Like, Fortnite has connections to Domino's and Target? If you go through this chart, you could see more of the crazy stuff, and I really recommend you check it out below. But that leads me to another question. Does that mean all of this is canon to each other? Like, for example, all this is connected, so could you say, like, Kanye West is canon to Half-Life or Team Fortress 2? So why do I even say that? That's not bullshit. That's me actually coming up with a connection. Like, Travis Scott, think about it. He has connections to Kanye. He's kind of a protege of Kanye. So realistically, that would mean Kanye is canon to the Fortnite lore. And you can connect Fortnite to Fall Guys, and through Fall Guys, you can get Half-Life and Team Fortress 2. So you can make a case for Kanye West being connected to Team Fortress 2 and being canon to that universe, I guess. But how far does this go? With that kind of logic, you could say everything is canon to Fortnite. Wait, does that mean I'm canon to Fortnite? Does that mean you're canon to Fortnite? This video exists within Fortnite canon. Yeah, at the end of the day, it kind of comes down to your interpretation. But given the way I looked at it, you can realistically say anything connects to Fortnite. I know it's kind of a stretch in some cases, but not as big of a stretch as you might think. The connections to real life are enough, but then all the connections between other franchises, that's where it gets really convoluted. Everything is intertwined here, fiction and reality. Fortnite is the next step in human evolution, tying the fictional world to the real world. The potential here is insane. Obviously, this is all for shits and giggles, but it's funny to look at the implications of all these crossovers. What once started as a battle royale game now connects everything. Without exaggeration either, it actually connects everything pretty much. Of course, I'm sure there are exceptions, but with how batshit insane the Fortnite lore is and all these connections with the collaborations and such, we may have just witnessed the birth of a new multiverse. No, I take that back. We are in this new multiverse. It's only a matter of time before you're in Fortnite. But until then, enjoy your peaceful life here in the real world. Maybe even subscribe to Salad Snake on YouTube. The knowledge provided here could be pretty crucial for you, especially if you want to survive in this inevitable Fortnite world. This is our extinction level threat right here, and it's unfolding before our very eyes. May God help us all.